Hey guys, what's up? So Tommy's trying to get the full 1000 Gs from Primal Survivors. This game isn't too bad. It's going to take you around 1 to 2 hours to do. There's an Xbox version, also a Windows version as well. So you could buy it twice and get double the achievements. The game was updated 2000 Gs, and like I said, this game will take you around 1 to 2 hours to complete. So first off, you go to the options. You actually can have the auto aim feature. You have to turn that on. I actually didn't realize until after I already played the game. I'm not sure if it's going to help you or not, but I'm sure it'll probably make it a little easier for you guys. But I had mine off the whole time, so I think it probably would make it easier if you guys turn that on. So pretty much, we're going to go through, there's two modes. One mode is we're going to go through it, and you pretty much get these bones or whatever they are, and you need some amount of bones to unlock different more characters and upgrades, and pretty much the second mode to unlock those characters to play that mode. At least I think at least 100,000 skulls. It's actually pretty easy to get them. So the first mode, I mean, when you guys saw me die, I actually died, but I was playing the one of the bosses. So there's three bosses. The first boss I was facing is like a wasp or a bee, and the second boss is like a mammoth, and then the third boss is like a donkey or a gorilla or something, in those order. So the first two bosses aren't that bad at all, and they're actually somewhat glitchy. So I see the mammoth boss because it's so big, but it gets like stuck and you keep shooting it. So it's really easy, but the third boss is really hard. The gorilla, that's only like a really hard part. I mean, you get most of these achievements besides the last two, because you have to play the second mode. And the only way to unlock the second mode is if you guys have 100,000 skulls. You might have to play this mode twice to get that, but it's not too hard to get the skulls. But you guys can choose your character and all that. When you first start off, pretty much you have RB as like your power up move that it counts down, so you guys can pretty much click on that every so often. Also on the left side, you see the 20 seconds, 19, 18. That's for your power up. You guys can keep doing every time it loads back down to zero, and then you press RB for that, and then next to it is the health. So your health, I think, regenerates every 3 minutes or 2 minutes, depending on what character you have. So that's also a nice feature. And then there's different upgrades. Obviously, when you kill them, you shoot them, you collect their whatever it is, you collect that, and then your level goes up, and then each level you get higher, you get a special upgrade. And I recommend getting the necromancer ones, whatever, which pretty much adds like someone dead to you, that they help you kill people. So I recommend getting that. I found it the best, but they're all pretty good. Like on the right side is what I'm talking about. I think I choose that one. Yeah. So if you collect souls, you get like helpers. You get like a skull guy. There's a hammer that goes around, and there's like a little thing above you that like shoots things, shoots enemies as well as you do. So I think that helps a lot. The earthquake's pretty good when it goes all around you, but just keep getting upgrades and keep shooting enemies. And then there's three modes. Actually, it's two modes at first. So there's a 10-minute one, and there's two different modes, but there's two different things in the modes. Well, there's more than two, but the main ones are a 10-minute mode and there's a 15-minute mode, right? So when you first do the first mode, because the second mode you can't unlock it, you get 100,000 bones. You're gonna have the two modes, 10 minutes and then 15 minutes. You can just do a 10-minute one and keep playing it until you can actually get the 100,000 bones, which actually comes off pretty easy. Maybe takes you like 25 minutes to get that, or 30 minutes to get the 100,000 bones. So it's not too long. But when you guys do the second mode, pretty much to get those last two achievements, you want to do the 15-minute mode, because the 15-minute has three bosses, the 10-minute mode has two bosses, and the gorilla is the third boss. So you need to do the 15-minute mode to get the gorilla achievement, which would be the last achievement you get. It would be that achievement, or it would be the die 15 times, which obviously is easy. But for me, my last achievement was the donkey, and then the after that, all I had to do was die 15 times, and then pretty much that was my full completion. Took me like an hour and a half to do. It's not a hard game, like I said, but it can be challenging. I died a couple times, but it's once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard at all. My advice is to, instead of like you see me, like I keep trying to kill them and collect them, and and all that kind of stuff, collect those things, collect the souls every time you kill them. I wouldn't recommend doing. I mean, the souls are automatically collected, but see, I have a little helper. That's what I was talking about before. But yeah, you want to go near it to collect those little things and level up, and you get these upgrades. So the one on the left is another one. Yeah, you collect the souls, which after you kill an enemy, the souls automatically go to you. If you have enough souls, kill enough enemies, you get enough souls, then you get that little, you get a skeleton guy next to you, and he just pretty much kills the enemies. What makes the last boss, the gorilla one, so hard is that your allies, like the ones they have around you helping you, they don't really attack the gorilla that much unless you're like near it, and yes, it gets a little hard, but it shouldn't be too bad. the more you play it, the more upgrades you get. I mean, the more scrolls you get, the more upgrades you can get, and the more better characters you can get. So it's not too bad. I mean, you eventually get it. It might take you like around the 2 hour mark, but it's not too bad at all. But yeah, my advice is not to actually keep trying to kill them and collect, everything from them. My one of the right again, that one's pretty good. So my advice is to pretty much just run around, and then obviously like your allies will kill them, the scroll guys and the little thing I have right now helping me shoot. Just let them pretty much try to kill them, and you can shoot too, but more focus more on like avoiding the enemies and not getting trapped. That's a big one. All right, we're at the 5 minute mark, so a boss is going to appear. When the boss comes, all the enemies just run away. It's kind of funny. It'd be a lot harder if the enemies didn't run away because you have a lot of enemies to deal with and the boss, so that'll be really, really, really hard. But luckily, when the boss comes, the enemies do run away, so you just have to focus on the boss. This boss does spawn enemies, but it's not too hard at all. So you can see what I mean. You get a little hammer thing running around. These are like upgrades that I chose. You get the little skull guy attacking them. They don't do too much damage, but it does help out. So yeah, just pretty much you want to dodge those little things it shoots out, and then you want to just pretty much just keep shooting it, and then it'll point arrows where it's gonna go, so to make sure you avoid it, and then it'll go like a little diagonal like that, and then just don't go behind it because the gases. If you're in the gas, you lose a health or lose a heart. So keep shooting it and keep rinsing and repeating, and then you eventually kill the bee. And also does spawn enemies right there, so just kill the enemies, and then after you kill the enemies, then you can focus on shooting the boss. You're gonna notice a bunch of achievements are gonna pop when you reach certain levels and when you pretty much kill a certain amount of bees and all those sorts of enemies. So you get a lot of achievements along the way. Don't worry about that. Alrighty, once you kill the boss, it might take 2 times to die. I'm not sure that's only in the second mode, but it has like 2 healths, which kind of gets annoying. And it gets stronger the second time. After you kill the boss, you're gonna go over to the chest. It's gonna bring you back to the regular world where the enemies will start spawning again, and then it'll bring you, and then you can find a chest, and you want to click on the chest, and then just pretty much pick one of the upgrades, and then go from there. And then again, when you reach the every 5 minutes, you will have another boss. So me, I'm only doing the 10 minute thing. So and when I get 1 second left, I'll face the last boss, which is the mammoth, and then after that, I will be done. Well, with this level, or I wouldn't call it a level, but with this, yeah, it's just a level. But it's not like a progressive level, which is pretty much just like you keep doing it back and again, because there's like 5 different modes. It's a mode, I guess. On each, there's 2 main modes you do, but there's 5 different like sections in the mode you can call them, and each section gets harder. I mean, this is the easiest section because it's only 10 minutes, and then the more you do 15 minutes, then you do 15 minutes, I think like 3 times, but the enemies get stronger each time. Alright, so keep playing, and then after you get 1 second left, you can see all the enemies are going to run away, and the big mammoth is going to come. This enemy is pretty much really easy to defeat. Just he's going to pretty much charge, just dodge his charge, and then just keep shooting at him, and then the Ets will come up. Just don't stand on the Ets because it's going to, it'll hurt you. So just avoid the Ets and avoid where the mammoth is going. Like it says, an arrow to show where it's going, so you can just avoid Etses, avoid where the mammoth is running, and while you're doing that, just keep shooting the mammoth, and then it'll be easy, you pretty much would beat the mammoth. It'd be really easy. And like I said, they do glitch a lot. I'm not sure I've seen a clip of it glitching because it just like gets stuck sometimes, and you can just pretty much keep shooting it and pretty much have an easy kill to the boss. Alrighty, so the boss is about to be dead. It wasn't too hard at all. And then once you kill the boss, since you did a 10 minute mode, that would actually end pretty much this mode, and then bring you back to the main menu. And then we can go back to the main menu, and we do need 100,000 bones to do the second mode because you have to buy the character, which costs 100,000 bones. And right now we only have 14,000. So we still have to get more bones, so we can just do the next mode or just do the same mode we just did. So I'm talking about the Primal Spear and the Curse Spear. So the Primal Spear is at the main mode, and the Curse Spear is we get the last 2 achievements. We have to do the 15-minute mode on the Curse Spirit mode, so you get the last 2 achievements. Go to your upgrades and make sure you guys upgrade at least one thing to get an achievement. So for the Cursed Spirit mode, it does cost 100,000 bones, but it actually is pretty easy and fast to unlock that. So we just have to play some more. So I started playing some more. I just wanted to show you one of the glitches. So this is the mammoth, the second boss, and you see it is stuck. So pretty much we're gonna keep shooting it until it dies. But yeah, sometimes it gets stuck, which is nice because you just keep shooting it, and you don't have to worry about dodging any tats or getting killed. You could just pretty much an easy boss kill. And it does get a little annoying because once you kill it, it does have another life, and I think yeah, once it has another life, it does spawn back. Yeah, you see that it's out of the glitch after it has a second life, but still, even after a second life, it's not too hard to kill the boss. You just want to pretty much dodge the Etzes and then dodge it ramping towards you, and other than that, just keep shooting at it while you're dodging the Tats and the Etzes, and then it should be pretty much an easy boss fight. And also, I think this one might get stuck as well. Also, yeah, it throws those boulders at you, so just don't be too close to it, or it's kind of the boulder will hit you. But it shouldn't be too hard to beat this boss. Also, you can see right here, guys, it actually got stuck. So you can see right here, it's actually not moving. So just like before, it got stuck again. So yeah, it's an easy kill to kill this boss. So that boss would have been quite difficult because we were literally shooting at it for like 5 minutes straight. So imagine if it actually was moving and trying to kill you, it would be a lot harder. And yeah, it takes a little while. So open the chest and then pick one of the upgrades and continue playing. Alright, so I wanted to mention as well, this is the 15-minute mode, I believe, but you see on the right side, I have 288,000 bones just from a 15-minute match. So you see, we rack up pretty quickly. Just in that 15-minute match, we have almost 300,000 bones. So about to face the last boss, which is the gorilla, I believe. Alright, so the last boss is about to spawn because we're at 1 second left. And after we beat this boss, then we are done with this. Well, not this mode, but we complete this 15-minute mode or whatever. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you complete or not. I mean, and look at the bones. We went to 443,000. All we needed was 100,000. So you see, it's not too hard to get it. And this boss is a little hard. You have to dodge the bananas, and just keep shooting it from a little distance or keep coming at you, which gets kind of annoying. And then you see like your minions don't really help that much. Like they'll help and then they'll walk away and not do much. And they have a lot of health too. Like it takes forever to kill them. But keep walking around, dodging its attacks, and keep shooting it. And yeah, eventually it'll lose health. I mean, you can see it's very slowly, but it'll take a little while. But it's not too bad, I guess. The more you upgrade your character as well, the more stronger your character will be and the easier it'll be. But just stand your distance, keep shooting at it, and make sure you guys dodge its banana attacks. All right, so I want to mention two things. Once you kill it the first time in the second mode, I think it's the spirit mode or whatever, you actually get the achievement. So you don't have to kill it twice, which makes it definitely a lot easier because killing it the second time is it's very hard killing it even the first time. So I was shooting it for about like 7 minutes straight and we got it down like we killed it for the first time. So it takes a long time. But I actually died here somehow. I don't even know how I died, but oh well. We got 400 and like 45,000 bones. Now we go over to the cursed spirit. Now we actually can go and buy you choose our weapon and then actually buy it so we actually can now play this mode for the last two achievements. Alright, so I'm going to check my achievements, make sure we're on the same track. So pretty much we want to kill the King Wasp and then the Cursed Kong. And then once we kill those two bosses, I think we just have to die like 15 times and that should be all the achievements. But you can see guys, for the Cursed Spirit mode, you do want to do the 15-minute mode, not the 10-minute mode. Because if you do the 10-minute mode, you don't get the Kong boss, but if you do the 15-minute mode, then you get the Kong boss. And like I said, you only have to kill the Kong boss for the first time, and the achievement should pop, because that's what happened to me. So here I was kind of hesitant on choosing my character. The bear does cost the most, 300,000 bones, but I was like, alright, let's use the bear for the best. But the bear is very slow, but it is pretty strong. So, but I didn't try the other characters out. But I figured that since it costs the most, it would be the best character and have my best chances of winning and not playing this as long as I would have to. And as an achievement guide for completion wise, we want to do it as the fastest as possible. So I'm going to choose our weapon, and then we're going to start this mode. So you see it's a very, very slow character, but it is strong. The attacks are pretty powerful. So as you guys know, I did the 10-minute mode by accident. You're supposed to choose a 15-minute mode, not the 10-minute mode. So I did it by accident. So I actually had to do the 15-minute mode again. Not again, but I had to, pretty much this was for no reason. And then 10-minute mode, you face the Wasp King or whatever for that achievement. But for the face the Kong achievement, you do need to do the 15-minute mode, not the 10-minute one. So here is the Wasp boss or the King Wasp. Really, really easy. Just it's an easy pattern. Just keep shooting right there, and then it'll charge to the other side. It has arrows, and then it'll spawn some bees, which you can easily kill and collect it to upgrade. And that's really it. Just keep shooting at it, and then it'll go in diagonal, and then leave its little stingrays, and it'll shoot like that. So just don't go too close to it. Keep shooting at it. I'll probably leave this part in so you guys can see how exactly I kill it. If you guys want a little guide on how to kill this boss, but it's really easy. The Kong boss is pretty hard, but this boss is really easy because it's also the first boss you face. So after I kill this boss, I'll come back with the commentary. Alright, so then we got our first achievement. I'm actually going to cut over now to the second boss, which is the Mammoth, and show you guys how to beat that boss. And then we'll get to the third boss I'll show you, which is the Kong for the last and final achievement. Or if you're like me, you might just have the die achievements, depending on how good or bad you are at this game. But the dying achievements are easy. Just start up a game mode and just keep dying, which I'll show you at the end. So now I'm gonna show you guys the second boss, which is the mammoth. All right, don't worry about the time, guys. For me, it's 0 because I did a 10-minute mode, but for you, you should still have 5 minutes left when you guys face the mammoth boss, so it's completely normal. But mammoth boss about to come up. Also, my guide, well, my strategy is not to always collect everything. Worry about surviving, because if you try to collect too many of the gems or wherever they drop, then you actually might end up dying. So here is the last boss, which is the mammoth. I'm gonna leave this part in. They show you guys how to beat this boss, but pretty much just dodge where it's going with the arrow, keep shooting at it, but keep dodging its attacks and keep dodging where the X's are. So other than that, just keep shooting at it and then keep moving around. With this character, it's a little hard because this character is very slow, which is one of the downsides, but the power is pretty strong. And if it does trap you in a corner, it shouldn't automatically kill you, which is a good thing because that might be very annoying. But I got trapped in a corner, I only lost like 1 health from it. But eventually you'll run away and then you can actually move out of the corner. So don't worry about if you get stuck. Try not to, but sometimes you can't help it, especially if you have a slow character like I do. But yep, I'll leave this part in. I'll come back with the commentary after this boss. Alright, after this boss, you should have 5 more minutes left, and then you face the last boss. So I'm actually going to go and do the 15-minute mode, and I'll come back to you guys when we get to the last boss, which is the ape. It's actually called the Kong, which is my bad. So the only two achievements I left is killing the Kong in the Cursed Spirit mode, and also dying 15 times. One's died, I think, died 10 or 5 times, the other one's died 15 times for my last achievements. So now we'll go to the Cursed Spirit, and then I actually have to choose the 15-minute mode. I did the 10-minute mode by accident. But I'll catch you guys with the last boss, which is the Kong. Also, I think I mentioned it, but it does get pretty sketchy sometimes. Like there's a bunch of enemies, so sometimes it's hard to dodge them. So try not to get trapped. Um, but yeah, here is the last boss, guys. This game does take quite a while. I mean, it's like an hour to 2 hour completion. Probably take you around like hour and a half, 2 hour mark, if so. But yeah, it does take a little while because it's 15-minute matches, and then you have to like beat the 3 different bosses, which doesn't count down towards a timer. So maybe each mode is like 25, 30 minutes. They're like 25 minutes. So this one's pretty hard. I'm actually gonna leave this part in so you can see exactly how I killed the 8 boss. But luckily, you only have to kill him 1 time, and then you get the achievement. If you gotta kill him twice, then it's gonna be a lot harder because this boss is not easy. As you can see, we keep shooting at him a bunch of times, and he lost literally like barely any health. At first, I thought it wasn't working because I'm like, why isn't he losing any health? And we keep shooting at him, but yeah, he just has a bunch of health, so it can get a little difficult. But yeah, just keep moving around, dodge its attacks, and keep shooting at it, and also dodge the banana attach as well. And when he comes at you, just keep moving around because he's gonna more likely keep coming at you directly, which gets annoying. But might be a better character for this because mine's just super slow. But I didn't try the other characters left, so if you guys do have any other strategies where like there's a better character for this mode, then definitely leave it down below to help other people out. But yeah, I've only tried the bear one, and this is how this character is. It's strong, but it's very slow. But I mean, it's doing no damage to him anyway, so I'd rather have a faster character so I can dodge the attacks and the bananas better or easier. But yeah, I'll leave the rest in, and I'll catch you guys after we defeat this boss. I don't know about you guys, but killing this boss took like 15, 20 minutes just from killing this boss itself. But you see when we kill it for the first time, we should unlock the achievement, and then now all we have left to do is die up to 15 times for the last 2 achievements. So achievements should pop up any second. There we go. So once that pops up, now we just have the 2 achievements of dying, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that one. So just start a regular match and then just keep running into the enemies or run into the trees with the force, fire, or whatever, and then you easy die. So again, the 15 deaths will take you literally like a couple minutes at max. But guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this guide helped, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.